Krzyżowski Art Company. Film, music and art. Believing in abstract. Before watching this video, it's recommended to leave a comment, pushing the subscribe and the like button. Visit us on our social media platforms, to which link you can find in the description. Thank you. Someone said this very accurate phrase.
Living a life as a CEO can be extremely difficult. I'm a director of Krzyżowski Art Company. My name is Paul Cross, and I found out that the key to success is discipline. Burn to blue. It's all about the risk.
Guys, I can't honestly believe it's been 3 years since I started this company. I ain't going to lie, it's not the road you'd like to take. I mean, becoming great in something is like pushing your limits to the maximum. We don't want that. Not really. We want to feel safe, comfortable, and set with life. That's not the path I took. I bet on everything, all my life, on this unstable, bumpy and difficult road that I push through. Do you know why? Because I love to struggle. And I love to craft, because that's what being a human means. So if there is a way to express myself, I'll do it. Just hold my cig, because I'm going in. My name is Paul Cross. Paul Cross Krzyżowski. And you're watching Phoenixcon. Today I'm going to be talking about the current state and progress of our organization, my duty as its director, and lastly, but not least, future projects we plan to introduce. Are you ready for the next chapter? Let's begin with the music sector. We're structuring our main music platforms. We have realized that our main music platforms are YouTube and Spotify. That's why we're structuring exactly these two to be the perfect experience for new listeners and those who appreciated our art way before it even started to grow. So yeah, we're implementing some changes into the well-organized structure of audio content we're producing. For instance, we're planning to invest into the podcast sector. We're currently in a production stage of the Witcher audiobook, The Last Wish. On Spotify, I'd like to introduce you to my new profile, Vandal Krzyżowski. Yes, I created a new profile due to SEO engine searches. I've realized that it's much more difficult for people to find us anywhere in the net with a single phrase Krzyżowski. It spells a little bit weird to non-Slavic people because it's a Polish word, my surname to be exact. And on Spotify, I was placed into categories of Polish music artists, which I appreciate. However, this cut me completely out of an open and wide road to a new audience. Also, to make a realistic progress in my music career, I need to consider the eventual situation of splitting up. Salient Barbara Krzyżowska is currently unavailable to work with me on a new album due to lack of time. She's simply overloaded with work and family life. And that's alright. I guess my strength and the strength of the company is coming from the fact that I always invested in myself and I always express myself truthfully. So my intention was always to push her into the creative field, but if we're being honest, we kinda lost ourselves in the process. Because of that, we were able to create a magnificent work such as The Final Destination, which is our opus magnum. It tells a story of a man who is completely lost in his life and He doesn't know what to do, but he thinks that fate is there to guide him, you know? So he surrenders all the control to the outcomes of inevitable chaos. And the story visualized by an animation made by AI is also great, but it cannot be something that is a new standard for our company. I'll talk a little bit about that later. However, back to the subject. The final destination is our opus magnum in the music industry, and the beautiful follow-up to Lost in Space. However, we failed to deliver it to the wider audience. The product we're delivering deserves all the praise it's receiving, however, our ambitions are greater than that. Sadly, I need to deliver this news to you. We're cancelling our next music album due to lack of time and outreach. I'm afraid that even if we put a really talented minds into work, we'd still be behind with the streaming views, and that I cannot allow. We've put so much time and money into a production of our first two music albums, we exactly know how difficult it would be to release a third one, which would definitely have to be even better than these two. We're simply not willing to take that risk yet. It's just much simpler and better to put out a new single and promote it through our wide net. And I know that I can learn much more out of it if I will be consistent with delivering a polished, nice yet innovative and new experience to you, let's say each 2 months. We're not gonna be speeding up the production, but we're definitely going to consider, just delivering more stuff out there. So, yeah. Closing the subject of music, we've changed our workplace from the professional music studio into my home studio. We're not recording at the same place anymore due to savings on the budget. We decided to build and reorganize the atmosphere of work in our home field. And that means we need to find ourselves again in the new circumstances. And if I'm being honest, the results are better than expected. Now I'd like to talk about my life and responsibilities that I have towards the company. Okay, so first, as you might know, I am bipolar. That means I have highs and lows in life. It is all being managed by medication, but till now I struggled with my way of living. To simply put it, I overspent, I procrastinated, and much more things that I am not proud of. It's not a subject that I would like to share with you in this video. However, I felt like I am missing out on something. And I finally realized that I am being poisoned by modern day age of living. We're all part of the sick system, which is running on greed and domination over the poor. Creative and intellectual individuals are being disregarded. And I'm fed up with it. It's not about making myself a victim of the Matrix, but now I'm certain that the system inflicted on me a lot of damage. I also understand my mistakes. I learned from all the experience I gathered, and I realized that I want to help people. That's why I named this channel Escape from Matrix. It's really that simple. To achieve success in a field of business and art, I need to work on myself constantly. And making the videos, exposing the lies of the system and building something truthful in a fake world of an internet media is just a part of it. Moving forward, I thought about closing down my company. I really did. Because the times are difficult and it's going to be even more tougher, But instead, I decided that this channel content will focus on creating self-improvement videos. And I'll also comment on our reality and try to recommend you a good escapism artwork, which will free your mind all of this political agenda's mess. And here I declare that this company will be unpolitical. Neither right-wing or left-wing will have a place in our content creation. Because we're determined to believe in a philosophical statement which I came up with just recently. Believe in nothing and die for something. Everyone has its values, and everyone has its moral compass. And that's alright. I'm willing to die for mine, but I'm not willing to be fed up, lie, or produce it on an even bigger scale, because I don't believe that anyone who hides themselves behind the political agendas is, well, anyone who does that have no clear intentions towards the humankind, unfortunately. Lastly, I would like to talk a little bit about my books. Please be patient. I am writing them, but it takes a massive amount of time to come up with everything. It's coming. It's coming. The autobiography Stigma, documenting my life, and the second is a fantasy novel Pantheon based in the world of Aldenador. That's all I can say for now. I play a long game, and these books will be the most beautiful things I gave to the world. That I can promise you. Before we finish, I would like to declare a statement about AI and its place in my company. I know, but it won't be long. I just wanted to state that from now on I am willing to invest much more time into creation of art based on human skills. I don't intend to stop progress, I just want it to be safe and regulated. I know for a fact that the entertainment industry is the future. There will be lots of people fighting for your attention in the New World Order. It will get even more competitive when AI will evolve. I just want to be fair towards you, my audience. And I think using AI to do all your hard work is just not different than cheating and taking shortcuts. I want to build a solid foundation for my company based on truth. And that's that. Thank you for watching this year's Phoenixcon. I hope you all have a merry good Christmas and a blasting new year. I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.
Location unknown.
I'm setting off to Dijon.
Be careful, love.
Always feeling danger.
No more.
It's thrilling. I'm always bidding when I'm breaking bad.